Okay, this is Order 18. Pretty much taking out the brigand police part of the brigand base that is just southwest of the Northern Environmental Observatory. There is a link in the description to a video where I do take out silently all 13 of them. In this video for Order 18, we're just going to take out the 5 or so required to safely get, or probably the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, on site. The 4 that we need to safely get to the 3 pieces of cargo that we need to get. And we're on the Magellan.
Sam, we've received an urgent request from the Northern Environmental Observatory. Brigands to the west of the facility have got their hands on a large stockpile of weapons and have taken it back to their base. This happened shortly after the recent Tarfall abated. The surrounding area was littered with a massive quantity of cargo that had been washed up by the tar. The brigands wasted no time gathering up everything they could and hauling it back to their encampment. This included weapons and gear unlike any we've seen before. And now we've begun observing new brigand units in the field. These ones are wearing red, reinforced armor, accented with luminescent light strips. As their unique appearance suggests, they're more resistant to damage. Melee and electrical attacks are especially ineffective against them. These units have clearly been outfitted for close quarters combat, and their sudden deployment is troubling to say the least. Their presence likely indicates that the brigands are gearing up for a raid of some sort. And if we ignore this development, the brigands could use their new toys to attack the observatory, and there's no telling what might happen then. So we need to seize all of them before they have a chance to do so. Moreover, the latest data from the observatory strongly suggests an explosion of some sort occurred just beneath the Earth's surface not long ago. APAS analyzed the shockwave and has concluded that it is consistent with the type produced by ground-penetrating ordnance. This leads us to believe that the cargo the brigands secured may have included powerful explosive material. Directly assaulting the brigands using firearms risks triggering these devices, and we cannot predict how that would affect the region. Any sort of catastrophic explosion may also have an adverse impact on the tar currents. It is therefore critical that you avoid combat and secure the cargo without alerting them if possible. I implore you to take on this main order, Sam, and soon.
Okay. We're going to come across here. I'm going to set up a watchtower that's right next to the auto paver, but not too close, because if it's too close, then you can't access it remotely. Because it keeps auto-snapping to the auto paver. I want PCC for the watchtower, and I seem to have misplaced my maser gun. These are all I'm going to take. We're going to be stranding everybody. We're going to be stranding everybody that I come in contact with, actually. So I don't really need it, but I'll take it anyway, because I miss it. Backpack, and you can go in the holster. Here's the paver. Don't put the watchtower too close to it, because when you're in the map accessing it remotely, it won't snap onto the watchtower, it'll snap onto the paver. So we're gonna put it over here. Kind of like right before the grass.
Counting on it.
And then we're going to interact with it real quick, but I'm not going to stay in it because we're going to go get ready, and then I'll access it remotely.
Construction process now complete.
Alright, so this connects it. So there's 13 here. We're going to avoid this guy by coming up the back area. We're going to go down this way and up and back. There's an upstairs guy that we're going to get rid of, and then a couple more like that one and that one and that one. Because one piece is here, one piece is here, and then one piece is in the building, so we might take this guy out too. We'll just see. Oh, wrong button.
Trouble nearby.
Okay, so for this guy, we're gonna strand this guy, but keep an eye out on this shield right here. He is looking basically out into the tar sands, but occasionally he looks up here. So we have to sort of be aware of that and kind of use this center bit as help. Because every once in a while he'll yellow. You can sort of see him down there on the edge of the ruin. Do your best to keep to like the side. Alright, he's still blue. I'll get that guy. Okay, this guy, he's gonna walk back and turn and go behind those containers. I don't think he's looking. He's walking away now. But I don't think he looks out this way. I think he looks out towards the tar sands. Stabilize when going over. Just so that he doesn't... Okay. Keep an eye on this guy, because when he's down by the mailbox side, occasionally, depending on where you are on the edge, or if you're over on the right side, right there, he can have eyes on you. But we're gonna get this guy right here. So we just have to care about that guy and then the truck. So unless the truck stops for the mule post box, which it does like every other turn. Okay, we can go. Stabilize on your way down.
Whoa.
Stabilize. Here's our first weapon set. We actually just passed one too, but I don't like stealthing around with stuff on my back. Alright. Weapon set 1. We're gonna go right back where we were, but not until we know where these guys are. Alright, that guy's walking down to this end. It's not safe because Sam is really, really slow going back up that hill because it's really, really steep. So we need to give him time to make the climb, and that guy, for some reason, has incredible left peripheral vision. It's safer when he's over in the farther section. When he's over the second barrier section. And then, of course, we have to care about the truck. He's walking away. And they are not stopping for the post box, so we're okay. Alright, third set's right in there. Keep an eye on... In fact, that guy sometimes has eyes in that corner, so he might see us going this way. So I take this back. We're gonna go back and go up. Post office then, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Gimme. Yeah, we're going right in here. In the vehicle tent. Just make sure you know where he is. He won't move, so you can't really like not get seen if he's gonna see you.
Sam, that's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
The top entrance, I think, is the safest. Just make sure and stabilize at any point you think he's gonna go. This is going to drive me insane, but every once in a while, depending on where you are, if there's a break in what used to be the freeway or whatever, that truck. Alright, we should be okay. Stabilize. I'm gonna take this guy out. Just stabilize. Alright, now we can go this way. Alright, we gotta find it. Please, no, Sam, no. Find a place to jump. Well, we'll just wait. Well, I don't think he can jump. Totally killed. Oh, he did get it. Thought maybe he was carrying too much. What you doing? Oh, he's resting. Let's take a drink. Carrying capacity, level 5. Woohoo! I have to go back, take the rest of them out, and loot that place.
Steal all that stuff from the brigands? Way to go, Sam. Let me get started on processing your haul. I can't find a single scratch on any of this stuff. You truly are one of a kind. You have accomplished so much, done things only you could have done.
Guidepost.
We want you to have this data as thanks.
Structures that automatically illuminate at night, allowing them to be used as landmarks. Several guideposts can be deployed to mark out a route through the landscape. Walk the path often enough and you won't need directions. So this is a reward for 2-star connection level with the Northern Environmental Observatory. 80-meter bridges are now available. Meter bridges. With 2-star. And then there's that.
We've increased your allocation of materials. Our way of saying thanks.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Projectile predictor. Predicts projectiles' trajectory, allowing them to be easily evaded. This appears to be probably either stealth 25 or combat 15. We'll have to see. And then one or the other. Optimizes transfusion. Speeds up the rate of transfusion from blood bags. So one's going to be one combat for 15 and one's level 25 stealth.
The guidepost data we just shared with you is great for making landmarks to prevent people from getting lost, even at night. And when you do place them, you'll find they're useful not only for getting your bearings, but also for creating routes that will facilitate travel for everyone. Aside from that, we've also made it so you can now use your PCC to fabricate bridges up to 80 meters in length. The rivers ahead of you are prone to flooding, so I imagine extra long bridges will be especially handy. Oh, and Sam, there's actually one other thing I wanted to talk about. Call it a little insight into the cargo you recovered on our behalf. It included a device I believe you guys have taken to calling a chiral jammer. These jammers are capable of disrupting the flow of local tar currents. In addition, you also recovered some explosives modded to be able to penetrate the ground and detonate within the tar. This would destabilize the currents over a large area. Needless to say, both these items could have been used to deliver an enormous blow to the chiral network. In other words, we've really dodged a bullet. But what I'd like to know is why this tech wound up in their hands in the first place. Can't chalk it up to pure chance. Honestly, it's almost like those brigands knew in advance that the tar was hiding cargo. We've got to consider the possibility that someone gave them a heads up. Food for thought on the road ahead.
Excellent work, Sam. You'll be happy to hear that Tomorrow's regained consciousness. Once you're back on board the DHV Magellan, you should see for yourself.
Alright, let's see if we can figure out how to use that guidepost. There it is. It's right there. Small. Try that. Okay. So there's Order 18. 2-star. At the Northern Environmental Observatory.